Generic greetings, back on Airships once again. I've also got a beverage here with me to keep me company. Today's beverage is quite nice. That's Assam tea. It's very malty, very dark, and quite refreshing. Anyway, so the previous video of this, I made a vessel called, I believe, the Hammerington. Let's go to build ship, and we can see that it is, yes, there it is, the Gav Hammerington. It's essentially a big pile of struts, and then all of the necessaries to actually keep it in the air and actually move back and forward. So, for example, suspendium chambers, large propellers, etc., and the crew, and a big ram on the front. And the idea was that we ram into the spiders and things that had to take them out, and it did work, but not really as we intended. And the reason for that is, well, essentially the biggest problem was that the ram didn't do much damage, and actually I believe it was one of the patches, either the last patch or the one before that, actually said improve the ram so it does more damage than normal stuff, because it didn't actually really class as a weapon and didn't do more damage, but now it does. So this might actually be a better ship. But also there's been other changes as well, and anyway, I made that and it was okay. We rammed into spiders. There's been a couple more changes since then. There's actually now a new Black Widow spider, which is really horrible. But what we want to do is go to design ship, and I want to make something that someone recommended, and I think they called it the Gav Fattington, which is essentially a big honking ship that is just big and heavy, and then we just go over on top of something and then land on it. I think that is a good idea. So what I need to do first is go to structural and then go to a large keel. Now, I've never really used these, but these are essentially big heavy things that go on the bottom. Well, it's a keel for the ship, but it does make it very, very heavy. Actually, having that many might not be a good idea. What I want to do is make it quite long. Actually, I do want to see if I can manage to get that many on there, alright? So there's the keel that goes on the bottom. Then what we want is a way to keep it in the air. So what I'll do probably is go over to coal store and then probably shove a coal store in. I think we'll go... we need to have suspendium chambers, obviously, to keep this thing in the air. Let's go over to probably lift and then large suspendium chamber. And that does actually... well, just one of those. You can actually see that those there, will it fly? Let me just get some stuff connected here. You can see there's now new little markers and stuff to show you where people can walk around and such. There we go. That there, but it gives a service ceiling of 107 meters. So that's actually quite good. That's not bad at all. Right, so what I know now then is if I pretty much do this. Hang on, let's pull that back a bit. We'll put one there, and then we'll put one there. No, one there, I think. And then we'll have a coal store in between the two, one there and one there. And perhaps... is that a good idea? We can't have stuff above here because you can see you've got like a chimney popping out, so nothing can go on top of there. But that should be about right. We'll have a small propeller on the back, probably about there. But we do want to have down below a fire point, although sadly the propeller can't go on the back like that. Could have it there. No reason why it can't go there. Like I said, this whole thing is just to land on top of someone, so it doesn't really matter too much. This can actually fly. I can't give commands at the moment, but we will resolve that by putting 1, 2, 3 quarters in like so. Obviously, we can't get up to these other areas, so we do need to resolve that. Actually, I'll probably get rid of that, because what I want to do instead is... I think we'll go over to weapons, and I want to put in a... where is it? We've got a saw blade. No, we've got a ventral gun. It would be nice to have one. Just put it right underneath the keel there. Although, to be fair, we could split the keel up and actually have a gun pointing down and then fire down. That might be an interesting thing to do. No, we might try that later on. We'll go over to probably... I'm looking for the harpoon gun. There it is. There's a harpoon gun. It's a new piece of equipment, and essentially you fire a harpoon and then you can drag people in. And I thought that would be a really good thing to try on this one. So... shall we do that? I'm not sure. What I want to do, the idea is to go on top of something, land on it, because the current weight is 6,000 and odd. Oh, good grief, this is heavy. Now we're going to clad it in armor as well. We've only got a service ceiling of 90 meters, so once we put other stuff in armor, it's probably going to be about 50 meters. So landing on top of things will be okay, but we need a bit more height, actually, because we need to be able to, I guess we need to be able to, we need to be able to get some speed up. Like, I don't think we'll reach terminal velocity if we're only that sort of level. What I'm going to do then is... No, let's just try this. This is the first design of this sort of thing, so it's always going to go wrong. We know this, so... the idea is just to get it roughly working. So we'll go over 2 corridors, and we'll run some corridors up like so. And then we will get some boarding, because if we land on top of it, we do need to then board. So we'll go over to troops. And then we'll have some marine barracks, and we'll put some marine barracks like so. It's very vertical, this thing. In fact, what I could probably do is lift that up to about there, lift that up to about there. I'm going to have to get rid of that and put it, for now, just there. Put that there, put that there. And then we can actually have some crew. Put a guard, actually we'll put a guard barracks there. Put a guard barracks in there. Move that back over a little bit. Do we really need that propeller there? I'm not sure. We'll move the quarters up to that side. Right. Seems to be a bit better. Is it a bit better? Service ceiling 82 meters. Yeah, but it currently can't fly. Currently can't go forward. Let's have a quick look at our propulsion. Over to small propeller, perhaps? I don't think it's going to move. 1.4 seconds to turn. Speed 5. Yeah, that's far too slow. I mean, it is, you know, really, really, really heavy, this thing. I'm actually going to get rid of that bit that was there and put the crew quarters down there instead because I want to just delete that and then run up. And I'll probably put the bridge up there. So we'll go over to command and crew. Bridge. One bridge. And then fire point. Do we need to move the fire point? I don't think we need to move it. Do we want to move it? Is a different story. It would fit better there, and it allows us to probably go over to propulsion. Could put a large propeller in. Not sure it's strictly necessary, although to be fair, we do need to get to our destination quite quick. So perhaps that's a good idea. Yeah, we'll give that a go. So it needs more supply hatches. How many crew have we got? In terms of air sailors, 24, air marines, 16. Recommended crew is 16, and we've got 24. So that's fine. That's okay. So we'll go over to weapons, and I don't think it's a good idea to have harpoon guns on this thing. But I want to try it out. Perhaps is it... No, I don't need that many. I just want to try them out, you see. Just have 2 harpoon guns on it. Now, obviously, we don't have any ammo store, so we will put one in. Hang on. And we'll go over to... Where is it? I've just realised something. Oh, no, that's okay. We can get rid of them parts. And get rid of them. Move these over. You'll see why in a moment. And then we'll go for resources. And... small ammo store. Okay. And then you see these gaps that I've put in? That is because we need to go to supply hatch and 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's good. The reason for that, the reason why I've done that is because these marines here, these marines, they need to get out somewhere, and supply hatch is obviously the way they come in and out, and this means they can go into there, or they can go from where they are immediately outside and then aboard something. That should hopefully work. Right, that should be about right. I think what I'll do, just to finish off, is weapons and a grenada, if we can find some grenades. Grenades, and there's 3 grenades. Our service ceiling is 80 meters. Armor, let's go to steel armor, and let's make this thing massively heavy, and this is going to really reduce it, but it is just an armored brick, but it increases weight, so that's fine with me. And we're on a service ceiling of 49 meters. Right, so let's rename this thing. It's going to be called the Refitting. There we go. Or it should be called the Squishington. I like that better. Yeah, ish. Hang on. SQU. Squishington, because you're going to squish things. I don't know if that's spelled right. Okay, so we go for decoration. We've got a coat of arms. That coat of arms is like a harpoon. You can't really tell because it's not very well done, to be honest. But we'll put it on the front there, exactly where the harpoons are. I don't like it there. I always got to place them like that, but it doesn't really fit well. We'll put it there. Okay, actually no, let's make it just so it looks like a big brick, because it is. And then we'll have a large steel nameplate, and we'll put it about so. Right, save design, save, and then leave, because we can't build it. Right, so we'll unpause it. Max speed, normal speed actually. We'll have a quick run around the map. Giant spiders, yes, we know. So I'm the Genericans on the left-hand side, as you can see in the corner, which is fine. And we got Retropolis in the corner, and sort of down and to my right on a little duty out bit. We've got Wombaton, which is there, right next to some giant spiders. There in the middle. And then up the top, we've got Catbridge. Oh, and Ringfast up the top as well. So there's a fair amount of people. What I want to do is just to wait a bit and build this thing, and then we'll see how it goes. Also, I want to see what they do. So, wait until I get, I think it was 2 grand in total, and then I want to destroy these giant spiders, because you can see both these are giving me minus 10% city income. So I'm getting like minus 20% overall. There's one down there, but that's not a problem for me at the moment. So let's go to build ship, and there's the Zeppington. I really like the Zeppington. It's fantastic. So the Squishington is, it's 1,700, right? I think it was 1,000, sorry, I think it was 2,000 when I first built it, but then I put metal armor on, which is obviously really priced up. So we'll go to build Squishington, and we will build it. So let it crack on. Probably going to take a while to build. Oh, yes. We've only got a medium shipyard here. Nobody's attacking anyone else. They're not bothered. Looks like Ringfast has got a ground and airship. Ground and airship over there. This guy's just got airships, and so is them down the bottom. No people down here. This is just a small map, by the way, on the standard difficulty setting. So it looks like this has been built. So there we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ignore this first ship, the divider, and I'm going to move the Squishington over to the spiders. So here we are. Now, I don't know what's going to happen here. It looks like there is 2 Black Widow spiders. Yep, they're horrible. And we've got a little windmill in the background. Fantastic. And you can see that, oh my good grief, that is the service ceiling. That is the height. So, what is going to happen at best is that I'm going to move forward, and then, well, one would hope that they try to pull me towards it and land on top. So we'll click start, and let's crack on with this. So that's save, that's not start. So we want to start, and we'll pause it immediately. They'll crash to the ground, because that's exactly what they do for some reason. And then they're starting to fire at me now. There you go, and oh, yeah, there we go. Look, I'm getting pulled, and I'm quite heavy. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pause it for a second. I'm about where I need to be. Come on. They're trying to board me, and pause it there because I'm right where I need to be. So, I am actually getting boarded by spiders, as you can see, which is, yeah, I wouldn't like to be these guys, but I also wouldn't like to be that spider, because I'm going to say ground ship, and here we go. And it completely missed it, and we crashed into the ground. Okay, right, let's take off and then go back up. I am managing to take out these spiders. Look. As you can see, this is the boarding level at the bottom. And we're going to move over to there. Come on, guys, move. Oh, why did we hit the ground? I don't know. I think we ran out of crew, or they took the crew bit out. Lightning just hit the back of the spider, which was an interesting one. I've never seen that happen before. We're going to move back into the sky. Come on, go up. There we go. Right, fine. And then we want to, again, move back over here. And then we want to ground it. Come on. In terms of boarding, I am starting to lose. Oh, no, I'm managing to take them out. There we go. Nope, it says boarded still, and it's going to hit the deck again. Yep, we are happily, absolutely destroying the ground. I think what's happened is I've not under command. There we go, and now it's under command. We'd lost some air sail, as you see. These guys just keep, the spiders just keep, well, essentially spawning more baby spiders. Yeah, we've crushed it in the ground again. Right, I'm going to flee, and I think we're going to have to move back. Okay. So we know that is, yeah, it is what it is. It's not garbage, it's just not overly effective. The height is okay, but ideally we want to be a bit higher up. I don't know whether we just had a bit of a problem when we first started. So what I'll do, I'll go back. I'll essentially just go back and try it again. So we know what we're going to verse. It's these 2 spiders. Again, we will start the fight straight away, pause it, and then I want to move over there. So here we go, and then we'll see what happens. So they're going to try and pull me towards them. There you go. They've just crushed loads of stuff. And come on, they're coming down. I mean, I'll be honest, right? There we go. That's where I want to be. I immediately want to ground the ship. There we go. There we go. That's what we wanted. Right. So we just landed straight on top of them. That is exactly what we were aiming for. Did you see that? We managed to just crush them straight away. The problem with this landing thing Good grief, that's going to go. That's coming out the sky. Yeah. Okay, we're boarded again, and we're going to have to flee. And we're going to have to flee back to there. Right, so it works. It does work. We've managed to take out one of the spiders. It's an interesting one, this. I do need to refit it. We'll say open design, and we'll refit it with a Squishington. And I want to... Do I want to change anything? It's the speed's okay. Speed's alright. I'm not convinced that the armor's totally necessary. I don't know. Service ceiling is a little bit low for my liking. If we change it to wooden armor, it'll not only cheapen it up, which is always a good thing. Let's just see what would happen. But also, it would increase our service ceiling to a lot more. Look at that. Service ceiling is 80 meters. It'll also be a bit faster. Yeah, it is faster. Let's save the design. Save it as V2. And if it doesn't work, then... Well, it doesn't work. And we'll go back to the other one. So, we've refitted that ship. Let's try it again. Third time's a charm. Trying to kill a spider by landing on it. Aha! Much higher up now. Okay, this is good. So, start fight. Pause it. Ram to there. What'll probably happen is it'll try and... Yeah, it's going to try and pull me down. But because of the height of it... Well, apparently the suicidal spider decided that it would try and grab onto me. It then did that. And it tried to pull me. Didn't work. Pulled itself into a tree and then exploded. Victory! I've destroyed the spiders. Right, we're going to attack the other one then. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, let's start this again. You know the drill. So, move over to there. It's going to try and pull me down through suspendium rock, which currently is not helping them out whatsoever. Oh, there we go. It's managed to... It's just dragging me around now, which is a great shame of it. So there we go. Look, they're pulling me all over the place, and the suspendium rock is keeping me afloat, which is not something I want. I'm going to click ground ship, and here we go. So what it'll do, it'll essentially turn the suspendium chamber off. And now with both of these pulling me, it's really going to crush hard, and nope, there we go. It didn't work again. The suspendium rock is causing me a lot of issues. Look, the suspendium rock's pushing me up, and the reason for that is... I'm actually getting a higher service ceiling now. The suspendium rock had loads of dirt on top and loads of other rocks. But that doesn't exist anymore because I've crushed it all. So essentially, that's giving me extra height. I'm going to have to click land and see if I can crush it. Here we go. And... Oh, there was some keel damage there. There was some keel damage. I'm going to put this on hold fire because I'm running out of... What the hell was that? I think I just... Oh, right, all my grenades and stuff blew up. Right, fine. Right, so, land ship again. Here we go. It's pulling me down. I'm going down as well. Damn it, the suspendium rock. Right, go there. Please go there. I said ram, and it's trying to go, but the suspendium rock's in the way. Come on. Right, go. Damn it, I just missed it. Right, part of the keel's just falling off now. And we're going to go ground ship again. Ground ship. It's not grounding the ship for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, I didn't hit it properly. There we go. We'll move back over. I'm just trying to stay above the spider. That's looking good. Ground the ship. Look at that. You say ground the ship and it's like, yep, ground the ship. Won't ground the ship. Too much suspendium rock. The one and only time I don't want an airship vessel to fly. I'm going to say, well, we can't board them. I'm going to launch a tether against them. You know what? There we go. So I'm going to actually... move back over and fire my own tether, because I haven't used these yet. Come on, go back over. I can't move back. The suspendium rock's causing me all kinds of problems. Okay, flee. I'm going to have to run away. And it's destroyed because it's a mobile, apparently, because the engine blew up on the back. Well, that didn't work exactly to plan. Let's go to build ship once more. We can build the Squishington V2. It's a lot cheaper than the other one. Let's try this out once more. By the way, the objective is not to try and win on these because the chances of that happening are slim to none when you're making silly designs like this. Although I I think this would be good against ground defences, but we'll have to see how it goes. So there we go. We've managed to make another one in very short order, and then we'll check the giant spiders. Obviously, they've only got the one, so I can just destroy the nest, hopefully, because it's only... Oh, no, there's still two of them. Right, so we need to move that back up, and we'll move it right to there. And then we will immediately start the fight, pause it, and, you know, I'm going to move back. I'm actually going to say ram back to there, and go. And, oh, that feckin' suspendium rock. Look, it's there. Ah! It's causing me so many... Right, ground the ship. Go. No, all that managed to do is allow the spiders to board me, which is not what I wanted. Right, flee the thing, run back. Right. Oh, I cannot believe that suspendium rock was there. I'm gonna have to fix that. Right, back over. Here we go. Hang on, they're invading me. You know what? I'm gonna invade them then. Nah, see, they're turning around now. Yeah, go away. Right, so. Everything's gone here. That's why this has happened. Right, we're going to reserve that one. We're going to move this thing back over to... We'll keep it there. That's a suspendium rock. So as soon as we start, that should fly up. So we'll start that, and there you go. Look, you see it's flying up? You see it's flying up, that suspendium rock? So we should be able to tether there, and let's see what happens. So I've got tethers out as well. Look, there you go. So there's my tethers out. That's fine. And then ground ship. Go on. Go on. Ground the ship. Ground the ship. It's not working. And, okay, I'm going to just say ram to there. Ram. Ram on the top of it. Yeah, that's it. That's doing the business. Oh, yes. That's crushing it. There. How'd you like that keel, mate? All right. Keel working well. Okay. Ram back up to there. Let's get a bit more speed. Okay. There should just be an off button for the engine. Just turn. That's burning a bit, isn't it? Yes, it is raining, so hopefully the fire will be put out. But we also do have a fire point, so we should be fine with that one. Right, and yeah, I think someone got turned off there for a moment. Right, ram over to here. Go, and there it is. Okay, you can see that the delay on all of these actions now because essentially we've lost a lot of crew and a bit of damage as well, as you can see. Okay, we're fleeing again. We're going to have to flee again, and we'll run back to our home base. So it doesn't work, right, is what I'm trying to get to here. This doesn't really work that well. So, what can we do? Well, I think the design is flawed in general. It doesn't really work. Let's go over to Wombaton, and I'm going to see if they have a ground base. And if so, I want to try it against that. Ah, yes, I've got a couple of them, so this is fine. So I'll move... Oh, that's going to go there. That can move up to there. It's all pitch dark, so you can hardly see what's going on. We will start the fight immediately. Pause that. I will say that ram to... ram over to there, like so. And let's see what happens. So they've got 4 airships by the look of it. And one of them's got bombs, which is... Yeah, it's really hurting, actually. That one... Oh, this is also a bomber, so we're going to have to move this one down. And as soon as we get up on the top, I'm immediately going to say... Oh, yeah, that's bad. Look at all the fire on that ship. Yeah, that only got one hit, and then it's pretty much broke. Right, ground the ship. Go. And here we go. What's the kill going to be like? Nope, it doesn't work. By the way, there's a lot of explosions, and I think that was... Yeah, that's my other ship blowing up. It doesn't work, because ground the ship, it will actually try not to explode, which is understandable. Right, let's see if we can ram it then. Here's the ram. Yep. Okay, we now... Yes, that works. Okay, then, we now know that that's the way to do it. Right. So, you can't land the ship. Oh, look, there we go. We managed to tether onto... that, which is essentially a big anchor point, thank you. And then we're going to ram there. So here we go. Ramming speed. Crush. That worked. That worked very well. And back up, if you please. There we go. And then ram. And here we go again. Mark 2. Yep, there we go. Alright, that seems to work. It's not bad. It's not bad. Because of what we got... Because of the height we get a bit of speed up, and there we go. That seemed to finish it right off. Okay then, and can we do the same to these? I don't know. I'm going to give it a bloody good go though. So ram, flip, and go. Nope, they're too high. I'm gonna have to flee. Flee, run away. Right, so we have to go back to there. So we didn't actually lose any ships. We took some damage, fair bit of damage in fact, but we will repair these, both of. But that worked. In terms of attacking them like that, that did seem to work. All right, okay, go to build ship then. How much is the Mark II? The Mark II is $2,000 and a bit of change. So, what if I had multiples of these? Remember some vessels do work with just one of them, and some of them, like the Swarmingtons, as you might imagine, don't. But the Zeppelin showed you that actually the design was fantastic. Like, it was very high altitude Zeppelin bomber type thing. But when we fielded it in 1s or 2s, it didn't work because you wouldn't, it kicks out a lot of damage, but it is also very vulnerable to return fire. But if you field like 4 or 5 of them, like we've done before, it works out. Anyway, max speed. We've now got that built, so we'll have the divider stay there. We're going to go over to these giant spiders. Obviously, these are only good against anything that's ground-based. And we'll move these right next to each other, like so. There we are. And then we will immediately start the fight, pause it, gather both, and then say ram to there. Go. Go, go, go. I don't care if you hit each other. If you're getting pulled, that's even better. And... no, that has not worked at all. Right, that thing. Ram up to there. Hang on. What's going on? You, ram up to there, please. You, ram up to there, please. Go, go, go. Right. And there we are. You ram down to there. You ram down to there. Double prong attack here. Yep, right, we're on top of the spider. This is good. And, oh, look, it's got a bit of a gammy leg now. There we go. And it's taking some damage. It's taking some damage. Look at that. It's bleeding. It's bleeding. And there it goes. Right. So, 2-pronged attack. Yes. There we go. And on top of you. Job done. Job done. That's it. You just don't... if you field it in 1s, doesn't work. Field it more than the others, well, it's all right. There we go. We've got 500. And we'll move back. We'll get a repair on. And then what I want to do is attack another person's ground forces. Because I want to see if this works. They're actually all fully repaired. Right. Ring fast. You can get attacked now. Mainly because I know they've got ground vehicles, but the only way to get to me is to go through 2 other people. So, they have... oh dear. Oh, that! I thought that was a glitch. I thought that was a defensive structure that was floating, but it's not actually. Look, it looks like one. It looks like one, but it's got a propeller, so that is an airship. That one is sitting on a tree, and so is that. So that's going to crush down. And they've got a couple of Grand Cannon-y type things over there, but a lot of suspendium rock in the way. Okay, move these together. Start the fight. And here we go. So, quickly ram over to there. Go across. That's fine. And that thing is going over there. I don't really care, to be honest with you. And stop. You ram to there. You ram to there. Go. Go, go, go. Here we are. And... oh, an error occurred. Sorry, the error log is being sent to the developer. So, we won that one. I'm going to say we won it. I'm going to say we won that fight, and then we continued winning, and we ended up destroying everybody. And now the entire field of battle, all of civilization, is just carpeted with the Squishingtons. That's all it is. That's all it is. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Just before we landed on that little, the mini Tankington, I think it was, or a variation of, I think it was about to get turned into a greasy smell, because that was probably 1/10 of the weight of our ship. So yeah, anyway, Alpha game is alpha. This is, after all, a beta build of a game that is still in development and stuff, so you could sort of expect this. It's never happened before anyway, so no harm, no foul, I guess. As always, hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any ideas for things you would like me to build on this series or in any others, by all means, let me know. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.